best time once we go live, Miss Wendy, to share with your peeps? Got it?
I already had it scheduled to go on Facebook.
Oh, you are the queen. Queen Wendy. I think that could be your next title.
I don't know about
the
that.
The queen.
I have to ask my husband what he thinks about that.
Well, he'd be king.
I'm trying to see if there's any of my folks on here hanging out. I definitely shared that.
Jamie, Leslie, Roberta. You haven't been here, Roberta? Well,
hi,
honey, let's get you up to speed. This is Cranford, Roulette. If this is not where, yay, Beverly.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Beverly. Thank you for coming and cheering Wendy on. That will make her feel good. Thank you.
And Roberta Schmidt.
Cool. Yep, she said she doesn't know what this is going to be. Can we get you to talk a little bit, Wendy? So Stephen can make sure everything is right.
Yeah. So Kathy Sanford is on. She's one of my team members. Let's see, who else do we have here that I noticed?
Kathy Herring.
Wendy Jarvis, that name's familiar.
Feline got in here and shared. I don't know. Feline.
Very cool.
So maybe she can comment.
Welcome, guys. Yay. Super fun.
Well done, Mr. Producer. Thank you.
Do
you want me to kiss Mr. Producer on the head, Feline, for helping you get on? I'm glad you got on.
Oh,
hi, Arlene.
She's one of my folks. Tracy Bish. Tracy Bish is my assistant. She's here all the way from Australia.
Huh. That's wonderful. We have some other friends that show up from Australia, so that'll be fun.
Nice.
Hi, Janet.
Well, it's like mid-morning there for them Saturday.
Tomorrow.
So, yeah. I always ask her, how is my day going to be tomorrow?
Well, Christina that says hi, Mary, and Wendy with a happy face is in Sweden, and it's in the middle of the night there.
Oh, bless her heart.
She's got her booties on. She also sent me pictures of her studio. She cleaned it today. It looks good.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I asked her to send an after picture too.
I love a clean studio.
I've never had one. I don't know if it's good or if I'd like it or not.
You would. Oh no, I'm having a little glitchy spot here. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. You guys can 5K. See me fine. That's what matters.
Rose.
Yeah.
Melissa, you've got your ranch, girl. You got your ranch. Now, we're going to be looking for trolls. If any trolls come on here, Melissa's going to zap you. Thank you for
Melissa said that she met me at Onstage a couple of times. So that's cool.
Yeah. She's a crafter's crafter.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, she is. We're glad that she likes us.
Awesome.
Harold Jefferson. Hello.
Oh, fun.
So you guys ready to craft? There's Sandy. Okay, there's the Sandy Carlson from Minnesota. That's the EE, but you know Sandy with a Y Carlson from Minnesota.
Yeah. How weird is that? They're both. I wonder if it's the same person. She's disguising herself.
Sandy, do you have? Is your name like Sandy Sandy, Sandy Sande? Do you have two Sandys? Is it Sandy Carlson? And one is Sandy with a Y and one with Sandy. I don't know.
Arlene, everything is so in order in Christina's studio and Wendy's. That's just when I do my big cleanup. The rest of the time, it's a hot mess in here.
You don't get sidetracked when you're cleaning? I see something or I see two things together that I've never put together. I go, oh, that would work. Let's go ahead and try something. And that's when it stops. That's when the cleaning stops.
No, because it gives me too much anxiety to not have everything. I can't start a new project until I have one cleaned up and put away. I'm that crafter.
Yeah, like I know about you guys.
Yeah, there's some that have the piles of stuff all around them. It doesn't faze them. I simply cannot create. Yeah, I can't create an environment like that.
Well, you have it all cleaned up tonight, right? So you can do that? So you can create?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything's put away and organized and cleaned up. It feels so good in here.
It is nice. It is nice. I think it would be nice. I mean, I've gotten close in several areas. Never the whole thing. But I've gotten close in several areas at one time. It's lovely.
Oh, she says that no, she's always Sandy with the 2 E's, but I know several Sandy Carlsons with a Y. How funny.
Oh my goodness, how confusing. It is kind of creepy with the internet to look up your name and see how many people have your name.
I know, it is. Well, there's not very many.
You guys
Wendy
really
Cranfords.
should. I mean, there's several Mary Guns. I don't know if any of them are fun. But there are Mary Guns, and I haven't ever told them to go ahead and move on. Use your middle name.
I love reading the comments.
It is fun. They're chatting away there. Welcome, everybody. Get comfortable, because we're going to get started here in just about 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Wendy, you're a mess. Yeah. See, I'm very comfortable. I put more things together that were never intended to be. Who else has a wrench? Call me Crafty M has a wrench. Miss Million Viewer has a wrench. Very fun. A lot of blue wrenches going up and down. That's nice. It's nice to have support.
Oh my gosh, Melissa said that there's lots of Melissa Millers in the world, but there's 2 at her company. How weird would that be?
That really would be.
Well, would you like me to tell a Wendy story before we get started here? Because you'll love this one.
Bring it.
Since we're talking about names, my mother probably won't appreciate this story, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. So my mom's name is Paula Weems, and so her and my dad were married. Her and my dad were married for 9 years, and they got divorced. And 5-6 years later, he gets remarried to Paula. Yeah. So I have a mom named Paula Weems, and I have a stepmom named Paula Weems. One year, the IRS sent my stepmom my mom's tax return.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. That
is very odd. But really very convenient for your dad in many ways.
Oh, I'm gonna say maybe it was on purpose. Oh, maybe. Oh, Miss Deborah's here watching. Yay, Miss Deborah. Miss Deborah's my assistant in office, and she comes every Wednesday to help me.
I have met Deborah.
And yes, working. You did. And she'll be here tomorrow, actually. We're gonna work tomorrow because my husband's working tomorrow. So she's gonna come over and work with me.
Very nice. Hi, Sherry.
Fun. Hey, Kimberly.
Yay, Kimberly. You know Kimberly Cronauer?
She's on my team. Mm-hmm.
She is. I didn't have any idea. See, she sends in lots of cards, and I have no idea who anybody is associated with anything or.
How fun!
I just go through life, looking at cards, spinning wheels, looking at cards, talking to crafters. My life. Okay.
Sorry, I'm leaning down just so.
I Eileen and
look
Marie.
at the chat.
As soon as Mr. Producer gets back, we'll start up the real show. At which time, hi Kim, we will take you off the screen, Miss Wendy. Excuse me, before every show. And then we will bring you back in and give you a proper introduction.
See what you started?
Yawning? Did somebody else yawn? Don't fall asleep yet. The show hasn't started, for Pete's sake. Anyway, we'll start up with the Spoonophones. We'll be right back. Thank you, Wendy, for showing up. Thank you guys for showing up early. Let's get the show started. I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess, too, of Craft Roulette. Tonight we have episode 58. Holy smokes, I love it. It just, when we first started and we started making our little folder of videos and things, we thought, oh, should we start with 001? And let's do it. And so we did, and it's like building right up there. Anyway, let me tell you about what we're gonna do tonight and what's happening in Funville. Craft Roulettes. We have a great guest crafter coming on. So wait, she'll be bringing we'll be bringing her back on just in a second. We do have a special event. It's going to be very special, as a matter of fact. We do have a special event for scrapbooking and you scrapbookers and scrapbook wannabes on May 1st. It's over on Facebook. We will be putting some things in the chat so that you can pop over there and see more about it. But it is going to be 8 hours of scrapbooking games. But that's not all. It's actually, you will end up with some fabulous tips and some fabulous layouts based on your stuff that you have already. We don't have anything for you to buy. So it is on the National Scrapbook Day, which is May 1st. More coming throughout the evening. Fun University has been our private school, and we are going public in May also. So if you want to know more about that, go to Fun University, FUNN university.com, and there's a button that says subscribe, and it will take you over to the YouTube channel to subscribe, and we'd love to have you there. It really is fun. What else do I have? I have my little list. Merch. Oh, and if you like this, you'll love this. Our Craft Roulette merchandise. I said this last week. I thought it was going to be warm when I ordered mine, and I didn't get a sweatshirt, but man, it didn't stay warm here. But I'm going to go doing a little shopping this weekend and get myself some more merch. So we would love to see what you get too. We do have a Facebook challenge group for Craft Roulette, and we do have some wonderful models that are modeling their Craft Roulette merch. It really is fun. Word to the wise, if it's 100% cotton, order up. Unless you want that form-fit look, which is fine, but not me, baby. I like it nice and loose. So, but order up because I hear it does shrink. Want to give a shout out to Crafty Al, who is in the audience, for her turning over 1 million views on her YouTube. Yep. And it is, I forgot to do this too since we've moved to YouTube. It's Fun Friday, Patty. So there we go. Now we're official. Let us introduce you from Northern California, just this little bubble of crafting energy. Her name is Wendy Cranford, and we are going to have a great night with her. Welcome. Yay.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
We're so glad to have you. We've been waiting for you. I think we put you on the schedule quite a while ago. And
yeah,
just
I think
just
February.
because of the way things are. Oh, is that right? That seems like that should have been not too far away, but it really was quite a while ago. Anyway, we welcome you. I'm glad that we got you lassoed in on a Friday night.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'm looking forward to this.
We want to know about you. We want to know why you craft, where you craft, what makes you happy when you craft. We're going to get lots of Wendy stories. I hear she's told me that she has the gift for gab.
I do. I do. It was a blessing, I
It
guess.
is.
Sometimes it's a
Yeah.
blessing and a curse. Let's put it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So tell us
So,
what you do with your crafts.
okay. So, many moons ago, as a teenager, actually, I started out scrapbooking, and I have to this day in storage my very first scrapbook, which was a 3 ring binder full of everything Garth Brooks. So it had all paper clippings and all kinds of things, right? And I was pretty obsessed with him. So anyway, it started really when I was a teenager making little scrapbooks like that. And I always have had a love, and I think this is something that a lot of crafters do. I've always had a love for like boxes and containers and bags and organizing. And I feel like they go hand in hand, kind of, and, so I love stuff little stuff that fits into something and stuff like that, and so I had my totes with all my supplies in it for my scrapbooking, and then as I got married and had my baby, I started really serious scrapbooking. I was doing, like, elaborate scrapbook pages with my Cricut and all of that kinda stuff, and ultimately, I needed paper because I live rural, and so I needed paper that was consistent. I would drive to Michael's, which was about 40 minutes away, buy some red cardstock, need more, go back, buy it from the same shelf at the same Michael's, and it would be a totally different tone. And it drove this type A obsessive compulsive personality crazy. I hated that. So a friend of mine actually said, "Hey, I found this company named Stampin' Up, and they sell like ink and stamps, but they sell cardstock." And I was like, "Ooh." And at the time they sold 12 by 12 packs of every color in addition to their 8.5 by 11.
Hmm.
She said, "If you sign up and, be a demonstrator, you can get 20% off." And so then we sat and we worked out how much per sheet that would be. And it turned out it was cheaper than getting it at Michael's. So I
And
thought,
closer.
well, yeah, and it comes right to my house. And the cardstock was going to be the same color every single time. And I was like, how can this be wrong? So I did it. I signed up, and our agreement was that she would, at the time, I would give her the friend discount, and she would help me meet my minimums because we were uh, poor, is the word that I like to use. So,
It's descriptive.
uh, yeah. So, anyway, it started there, with my love of I've always had a love of paper crafting, making boxes, bags, the cards came later after Stampin' Up. Truly, when I joined Stampin' Up, I had never stamped anything in my life, had never put ink to paper. I just wanted their cardstock. And I remember thinking the very first time that I stamped and used ink to paper, I thought, this is not going to be fun because I had visions of my third grade class in mind where the ink pad is almost dry and you take the wood block stamp and you grind it into the ink pad to get enough ink on it to
Yeah.
semi stamp the
Yep.
image.
Yep.
And so I thought, this is going to be dumb. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember the first time I inked up something and stamped it, I was like, "What? This looks like I printed it on a
Yeah.
computer."
Yeah.
It just like, "Whoa." And the rest is history. So then I started sharing it with friends, and then I started a business, and here we are 10 years later, still a Stampin' Up! Demo and making money doing what I love. And I mean,
And on craft
you
roulette
know
to boot.
and on Craft Roulette to boot. That's right.
And, if Trisha is watching tonight, if Trisha Yearwood is watching, would you be willing to send that little scrapbook to her for good times?
No, she gets to live with the real deal. I'm keeping it. Sorry, Trisha.
Sorry, Trisha. Golly. But would you help
Miss
Trisha with
Yearwood,
a scrapbook of Garth if she called you?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Miss Yearwood, you give me a call if you need help with Garth's scrapbook album.
I've got her number if you want it, Trish. I think we could, we'll work on that. If Ellen is in here, she'll give us the address. There she is. She is here. So Ellen will be doing her magic fingers on the internet and coming up with an address for Garth here any minute. That's our Ellen. So anyway, that's the story. I think we all have a story. Anybody that's been involved with stamping, that light bulb moment, and that was your light bulb moment where you just went, this is fun. It's fun, and
I love it.
It's just something pretty special and fun. It is. It makes artists of us all.
Well, and it really for me, Stampin' Up combines all the things I love. I get to teach people, which is something I've always loved doing because I'd give advice to a grasshopper if he'd listen. So I love telling people what to do and how to do it. And I love crafting. I love organizing. So it really is like all of these pieces that tickle my fancy, and there you go.
It's wonderful. That's really cool. And I'll tell you something, Miss Wendy, it shows.
Oh, thank you. I would hope so.
Yeah, it does. It's like, is she not exuding this?
Not every day is perfect, but there's perfection in every day. But the whole day, sometimes there's rough ones for sure.
There are. Well, yeah, Mr. Producer, who we also have Mr. Producer over there behind the business desk. He's the one that makes all the graphics and all the things change, and we really appreciate him. But he just said, the day depends on the wheel. just depends on the wheel. If you don't know what we're talking about, we have a little video to show you about what is Craft Roulette. Miss Wendy, we're going to go ahead and let you take a quick break, get ready for the evening, because I think we have a lot to do. And we will introduce the concept of Craft Roulette to our viewers, and then we'll review all these 78 cards that we got last week in submissions, but we're going to go through them real fast. So, be right back. Thank you.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
I'm sorry, Wendy just made me laugh. She said she was coming back to her office with a glass of water, and there's so much pollen she had to cover her glass. Anyway, that's what Craft Roulette is. That's what we do every Friday evening right here on YouTube, 6:30 Central Time, and you're always invited. We always have an open place for you. So, as you saw, you can send in cards to be on the show. Last week we had some pretty cool. We had some good parameters. We got pick a sketch. We had pastels, rainbows, and stencils. So you have to work all those things into a card somehow or other. This is the card I made during the show, and then I did add the little girl. It just needed something. Then our guest crafter, Jessica Taylor, had vetoed cars and trucks. So I made a card for her in her honor, and I'm going to send that to her so she'll have at least a card with some cars and trucks. Then I made a third card because they got in my brain and I had to. This is our contributor map from last week. You can see we have friends all over the world, and we appreciate each and every one. Last week, by the way, we had 3 winners from outside the United States and Canada, and I just sent you your cards today with your itty bitty prize in them. So I don't know how long it's going to take for you to get them, but they're on their way. Jessica Taylor, like I said, was our guest host last week, and she made this ice cream cone card, which we did have to go have ice cream. It was delicious. Patty Beck, let's give it up for Patty Beck. I don't think I have my button for her, but no, anyway. Yay! Patty Beck! Patty Beck, this was her 52nd card in a row to send into Craft Roulette. And I do have something in the mail for you also, Miss Patty, so be on the lookout for that. And I have something to show you guys from Patty later. But we really do appreciate her. We give her lots of accolades. And she's also always in the group being very friendly and helpful. Thank you. Congratulations. Brian Dickey sent in his first submission from Mississippi. Our first submission from Mississippi. Thank you. Welcome. Rachel Castle from Indiana. Very cute. Lisa Stanley. I got to speed it up. Lisa Stanley from California. Gail Otto from Victoria, Australia. Melissa Miller from California. She was our spin sponsor last week. Sandy Carlson from Minnesota with 2 E's. Karen Goddard from Sydney, Australia. Boo Ann Johnson from Iowa. I know stories on all these people. It's so hard to not talk. Hilda Nelville Ches from California, her 20. Bonnie Swankowitz from Wisconsin, 13 submissions in a row. Leah Kerrigan sent in her first submission from California. Congratulations. Sherry Pemberton from Missouri sent in a cute card. Thank you, Sherry. She is one of our patrons. Heather Wang from New York has sent in 15 submissions. You can see all of these on craftroulette.live, by the way, and study them because they're great. Kathy Nelson from South Carolina. Kimberly Breslin from California is our spin sponsor today. Linda Hill from Florida. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin, 22 in a row. Michelle Cortacciato from California. Vicky Ruda from Essex, United Kingdom. Cute. Laura Ellis from United Kingdom. I sent you something today. Vicky Tillett, North Carolina. 16 submissions. 5K from Florida. 25 submissions. I wouldn't have guessed that. Brenda Gentry from Utah. Her 15th submission. Also one of our fun friends. Liz Wheeler from Minnesota. Kay, I heard Christine say whir. I haven't tried. Kay. Karen Chester from Nevada, 7th submission in a row. Larissa Woolley from Michigan. Shelley Gentry from Washington, her first submission. Congratulations, welcome to our group. Heidi with her first submission. Welcome to our group. I think they're all related. Susan Smurf Murphy from California, one of our fun friends. Kim Blackburn sent in her first submission. Welcome to Craft Roulette. Sue Brook from Illinois. Pretty and bright. Crafty Owl, the 1 million viewer YouTuber, our friend and guest crafter. Yay, Crafty Owl. She has a process video on this on her channel, which is called Call Me Crafty Owl. Please subscribe. Georgia Miller from Minnesota. Anna Christopherson from Colorado. Lots of variety, isn't there? Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis with a wrench in the kitchen with Colonel Mustard with her 33rd submission. Heidi Ryan from Washington. 5 submissions already? My goodness. Lee Kendall from Alberta, Canada. Appreciate ya. Jennifer Hunstad from Minnesota. 12 submissions. How can that be? Bonnie Knack from Minnesota. First submission. Yay! Ava Bellon from Florida. Pretty cool card. Rose from Arizona. Thank you with your 18th submission. Mary from California with her first submission. Super cute. Jackie Rip. I did it wrong for 40 shows. Florida. She's just behind Patty. Thank you. Melissa Faust, her second show. I saw you in the comments from Minnesota, but her first submission. Welcome. Kimberly Cronauer, a team member of Wendy Cranford from California. Happy to have you here again. Carol Lee Crabb from Wisconsin, her 15th submission. Jackie Muller from Whyalla, Australia, 22 submissions. You guys are so faithful. I can't imagine. But I've done it for more than that. Nicola from Leeds, England, her first submission. We're so glad to have you. Welcome. Carol from Indiana. From Carlson from Minnesota, her first submission. Very cute. We're looking for more. Elaine A. from Utah, first submission. It's like far out. It looks like a tie-dye. Love it. Leslie Herman from Kimball. Very cute. Well Ask from Sweden, her 14th submission. Nancy Elric from Calgary, Canada. Very nice. They're all nice. Kimberly Watson from Georgia, her first submission. Well done. Good comments on that card in the contributor showcase too. Lynn Sprangle from Wisconsin. We all enjoyed this card. Lena Marie, she's here. Hugs right back to you, sister. Bob, thank you. Diana Borsboom from British Columbia, Canada. So pretty. Sylvia Posradzik, I think, from Colchester, UK. Sometimes I should just shut up. Janet Bolt from Florida, her first submission. Welcome. Dawn Quadling from Thetford, UK, with her cute first submission. Well done. Nora LaCroix from Illinois, with her 8th submission. I like it. Pauline Mays, she finally made it to the chat. Yay! 7 submissions. Thank you. And you're tenacious. Well done. Stacy Burns from New York, her 2nd submission. Danica Burlingame from Georgia, 2nd submission. 3rd and 4th are on the site there. 31st submission for Mary Neighbor. Well done. Katie Taylor from Texas is also a guest crafter and will be one of our guests on our first Craft Roulette scrapbooking events on May 1st. Did I tell you about that? Please go join us. It's going to be so fun. Janet Covington from Maryland, 5th submission. Angela Seinhoff, I saw you in here. Thank you. Wisconsin. Really cute. Denise O'Gwyn from Louisiana, 11th submission already. Time flies. Wendy Jarvis, I saw you. Florida, 11 submissions. Oh, I'm slowing down again. Fred Jarvis, her dad. Chris Pazmino. Wonderful, from Ecuador. Linda Bendick, Illinois, 9 submissions. Christina Romay. Darling card. 16 submissions. It's 1:30 in the morning. She's up. Karen G. from Ontario, Canada. Love it. Judy G. from Michigan. Did it. She didn't like pastels. That's it. We did it. I only slowed down a couple times and started to talk. I was really struggling not talking. But. Okay, so each one of those people will be on the cardboard at the end of the show and will be Yes, okay. I'm getting a little, it says visit youtube.com, which is this channel, for full contributor showcase. We like to talk about these cards a little more in depth. So we have a spin-off show on Tuesday afternoon, 1 o'clock Central Time, right here on Craft Roulette YouTube channel. And we go through each card and talk about it. Last week we had Jessica, and I've got good news. We got another guest coming on this week to talk about it. It's not a fast show. I can tell you that, but it's a good show. But you can also plan on joining us this weekend for the new parameters. It's going to be good. We'll see. We do have we have Garth's address right there. No stalking. No, that's probably. I'm sure it's his. Wow, it's really a street. It's not just a. My goodness, it's not just a PO box. All right, let's bring her back in, see if she wants what she's thinking about that.
I'm
So
not
who's
buying
going
that that's his real act.
You don't think we could go down there and find him? But you know who we're going to find Tuesday at 1 o'clock right here on Craft Roulette's YouTube channel? Who is that? That's
This girl.
going to join us on Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about the cards that we get this weekend. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
They're always so different for only having the same parameters. They're just like worlds
I know.
apart. I
So
love
many
it.
beautiful cards that you just scrolled through. And I have to say, you went quick through 78 cards.
I did. I'm going to kiss my brain for that one because that's hard. Because I look at them and I go, oh, I know the story behind this. Oh, I know the story behind this crafter. Oh, I wish I could tell you about. Oh, look at that! I bought it, but that's what we do on Tuesday. So, it is fun. It is a fun little thing, and you can always watch the replay. I think it's a great, like if you are crafting, and you just need something on in the background instead of Bridgerton or whatever that is. Why not just turn on Contributor Showcase? Get some ideas that are
I
healthy.
don't know. Bridgerton is pretty good.
Well, you can watch that later. But while you're crafting, you want some ideas. It's a good kickoff. So we're rolled. It thrills me to see the submissions come in all weekend long. It's very exciting. So, okay, you know what time it is?
Are we doing it?
Ba ba ba. Yep. Did your No, there's no escape. There's no escape from this. Palms, how are they doing?
They're
a little
dry.
wet? They're dry? Okay.
Nope.
Mine always get just a little bit
I'm
something.
good.
And here we are. This is the wheel screen. This is our beloved wheel. And I must ask you, what did you want to veto? Let me tell you about the vetoes that we've already received. Our patrons get to decide some vetoes each and every week. And so this week, they decided to veto in colors green +2.
Okay.
See, I don't. Wait a minute. Okay, green +2 is now vetoed this week. The element, and it was close. It was 57% to 43%. The element that they want to veto is maps. You got your way, Wendy. Random element is envelope that was vetoed. 20. There we go. And we are also at this moment. Please, it's a solemn moment. Because we have 1,000 subscribers, we promised to retire for a while. Orange. 1 month, orange, you're going to be retired. That doesn't mean you can't use orange, though. We just can't spin it. I will always use orange. All right. And your decision on what you would like to veto, ma'am?
Graduation.
We will now be vetoing graduation. Do you have some? What about it did you not like?
I just hate graduation cards. I can never
That's
think
good
of what
enough.
to make. I don't know. It's like, and truth moment. No 18-year-old kid cares about what's in the card or the cards. They just want what's in the card. So
It's
I don't
freaking
want to
true.
put in. It is. I don't want to put in effort. Okay, this is
Yep,
going to happen
yep.
periodically, people. I'm sorry. So
It's okay. Family
Anyway.
happens.
yeah, they don't care about the card I just made. I could fold a leaf in half and you stick it money in it, and that's all they care about. So
I think that's a pretty good idea. Just get a leaf. You know,
Yeah.
I have in the past not sent graduation cards to the graduate, but to their parents, because they're the people that have really done the work. They're the ones that have said,
Hey.
no, you can't drop out. No, you've got to go to class. No, you have a paper to do. No, you do need to do this. And so I have sent it to parents before, but not the kid.
That's a
They
great
haven't done
idea.
anything except what they've been told to do. Sorry, kids.
Wouldn't it be fun to have a stamp
Some of
set
them.
that had like two parents on it laughing with drinks in their hands that you could stamp and be like, you did it, they're gone.
Na 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 na. Hey,
hey.
Goodbye. Oh, anyway. Yes, it could. Stampin' Up. If you're watching, there's your stamp. Wendy will buy it. She'll sell it, and she will promote it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Okay. I think we're ready. This is the point where we're going to do a warm-up spin just to get the wheel off of one. You can always use neutrals: black, gray, white, cream, tan, brown. Here we go for the project of the night. She does not want 5x7 cards. No one. I think you're safe. 18, a fancy fold card.
Oh, wow. On the cut.
Doesn't have to
All
be
right.
very fancy. It just means
Okay.
it has a little extra twist to it.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
I'm
Gatefold,
working on it in my
Z-fold,
brain.
all those. Okay.
Yeah.
What colors shall we use besides orange and green? I see that, Heather. 15. Green plus 3. Well, that one didn't quite turn out the way that somebody had hoped.
Is that
Elements.
Is that green plus any three
Oops,
colors?
I can't hear over Mr. Wheel. Hang on.
Oh.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that green plus any three colors?
Yes, ma'am. Green
Okay.
plus 3 colors. Outdoors. Okay, fancy fold, green plus 3, and outdoors. We're getting some good spins. Let's see what Mr. Random will come up with. That's so far really good. It landed on 13. It froze, but it's on 13. So what do we get? Swink? We going to swink tonight. Outdoors with some green colors plus 3 in the fancy fold.
I'm not feeling good about the swink.
Oh, swinking. We're going to explain that because we always do. Swinking is not hard. I will even demonstrate. For one, we always have this conversation. If we don't have it on the show, then the guest host is usually going, what is it? I don't know what it is. Swinking is, where are we? Oh, we're down here. Okay, swinking is when you take a ink cube, usually a ink cube. You can do larger, but it's a little more difficult. I don't even know if that has any juice in it. More like one of those grade school ink pads that are all dried out. And
you know what?
Wait.
think I have a whole drawer. Okay.
Okay, so you just merely go down on the paper, and I think generally you come up, so it kind of has a feathery look at the end. And you can do colors together. Well, we do green plus 3 other colors. And we learned it from Ardith, Percy Robb, and she learned it from Laurel Beard. And so I always give them credit.
I'm
So it's
pretty
just like
sure
that. We're going to have to include that somehow or other.
Stampin' Up has done this before, and they call it like swiping or something.
Yeah, everybody has a word for it. I'm pretty sure. Swiping ink became swink.
There you go.
You can do it with a larger pad, but it's a little harder. But you can get more coverage. I mean, there's no rules. But we're going to do ink to paper directly. And we're going to just call it swinking. So somehow or other, we're going to pull that one in. What do you think? Which are the parameters do you like the best?
Green +3. Well, that one and outdoors. That's a toss up.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I'm glad we didn't get outdoors with black and pink. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing can happen.
Sunset.
It can really. I know. You can always find something, but it's a little trickier. So what are your three? Yes, this is true. You don't have to have green as the main color. You can have red as the main color as long as you add a green. It just has to be incorporated into the card, and it has to have the 4 colors. Green, da-da-da. So whatever you like if you like purple best, we have a question about that too, by the way. But if you like purple best, you can have purple, blue, pink, and green with just tiny leaves of green. Because you're going to be outside, you can have little flowers. Outdoors, that can just be about anything. I'm going to get something out right now that I've been waiting for outdoors. Did I hide it from myself? Oh no, tell me I didn't. That'd be dumb. No, there we go. It's the same little stamp set. It's got these little darling bugs. Cute bugs there.
Oh, those are cute.
I haven't used them. I was going to keep them on hand for summer. So that's going to be how I'm going to do outdoors. And then swinking. Swinking can be like the ground or the sky or sunset. We're going to have a lot of variety that we can do. And then grass, you swing up instead of down so that you can have the wisp. You could swing it off to the side. And then it would be grass blowing in this
brewing.
Ha, that's what we like. How about fancy fold card? What's your go-to, or what do you want to do today?
My go-to fancy fold is usually a Z fold, but I might mix it up tonight and do something different. The biggest thing is I gotta be able to remember the measurements off the top of my head, and there's only a couple of fancy folds that I can do that with. So,
well, Z folds are really good at that, and you can make it a 5. You can make it any size you want.
Yeah.
So
perfect.
There's no, if you want a slimline or if you want a 5x7, if you want 6x6, you can do whatever you want. I think I know what I'm doing.
Me
too.
I
do.
I think so.
Well,
I'm ready.
Then let's go ahead and take you off the screen again. You go ahead and get your things together. You guys can get your things together too. And then we'll want you to transfer your camera down to your hands once we take you off the screen. And we'll see you when you're ready.
Okay.
Good luck. All right. Yay. I'm kind of happy about these. I think we got some good spins, you guys. I do want to, this is mail call time before we get going. There's our mail box, P.O. Box 480566. If you want to ever send us a card, KCMO 64148. I went out today. Oh my good golly. Look at what we got in our mailbox. Patty Beck not only has sent in 52 submissions in a row, she is like a mega spin sponsor now, in that she sent all of these wonderful new products for prizes in the next coming week. Can you believe it? These are all stamps, plus some little pretty shimmery things. So we're going to start next week. So make sure you submit this week, and you may win a couple of these stamp sets. Thank you so much, Patty, for all you do for us. You're remarkable. Thank you. Okay, so I know I've been doing this one little pattern that I've enjoyed lately, and I think I want to try it again tonight. And it's a fancy fold, and it's something I would usually don't do, but since that's a little fancier than some fancy folds that I do. So, and since Wendy is still gathering, I'm going to go ahead and get a head start. I don't think it'll be take too long that way. Because I know the stamp set. I know I'm going to use black as a part of it. And I know I need a good summer green, so I'm going to use this as a good summer green. I am going to probably put in the other colors with some markers. So, okay, well, let's see. Let's just see. I'm going to start with a Post-it for my template. And then I'm going to cut a hole, and I don't want it to be too big. I'm going to cut it down to 2.5. Let's see how that works. I'm a little nervous. Why am I doing this? It's a little nerve-wracking, but we'll be okay. And then we're going to put this, eyeball it, because I'm an eyeballer. Right about there. And craft knife it. Some people are really good with trimmers. I am not as wonderful with trimmers as I'm not sure if I'm really good with this either, but we're going to go for it. I'm just going to cut this hole out. Where that is. Line that up. I always suggest using the millimeter side if you don't use millimeters to measure, because oftentimes you'll take a little nick out of it, and then if you're ever running a pencil along it, you'll be running it and all of a sudden, and that's no good. Trisha Yearwood, if you're watching, is that a trick that you knew? I wonder if Trisha and Garth ever work on each other's scrapbook. They could. They should put like their lyrics in there. Put their stories about how their songs were made. Trisha, Garth, call me. I'll help you out. Fancy fold, fancy fold. This is going to be a floating. We're going to have a pop-up in my fancy fold. So the fold actually, oh gosh, if you want to get, Craft Police just better not bust me for this one, but I'm going to make it a floating kind of thing. We're going to have a pop-up that comes up. That's fancy? He says it's fancy. We're safe. What's everybody else think? What's your favorite go-to fancy fold? Yeah, Biddy Penny, you're right. Patty just is kind and generous. She is. I'm wondering if I should swink this part. Kind of swink out. Swink it out, baby. It's Friday night. And I'll go and swink. I don't know. I could get it over with. Then I could put that back in. Do I have a green? I do. What's this green look like? Ooh, that's very bright. Okay, we're going to swink. We're just going to swink off the side here. And I know we've got some Ardith fans out there. Ardith is coming on the show in May. We are looking forward to. And it's going to be with some other friends of Ardith's too. So it's going to be a fun show. We'll talk more about that soon. Okay. I think that may be all the swinking I do. It's a good start. I like it. Okie doke. So now I have this little guy. I can take the Post-it off. I think I'm going to trim it just a little bit because it got some green on it. Go. And I think I'm going, actually, I think I'm going to use a piece of black cardstock on that. I think that would look good. How are we doing? Tent fold, Z fold. Oh, Bitty Petty, I knew you were going to be the tent fold. I read the tent fold, and I knew it was going to be you. Do neutrals count in the +3? No. Those are free. Okay, let's see what we've got. Ooh, she's got white cardstock. What else do you have, Wendy?
I'm going to use Campology.
That's nice.
And my colors I picked are Soft Suede, Pear Pizzazz, Daffodil Delight, and Pumpkin Pie.
Fun. Now the browns are free, but you can count them as one of your 3. But neutrals are always free. So if you want another color for a little pop of something, you're welcome to use it.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I'm just, oh God. Couldn't make it the whole time without that. The dog's barking.
I couldn't hear them.
Oh, good.
But they're good dogs. Ours,
they are.
Every once in a while, ours will start barking like we're under attack.
Yeah, mine do that pretty much every time the wind blows.
I was going to say there's usually nothing there.
Exactly.
Sometimes one will be out and the other one will bark just to get the other one out. It's a ploy. Sneaky little guys. What's your plan? What do you? I see your Z fold coming together.
Okay, so
what
my
else?
plan is to okay, so I'm gonna do my swinking on this piece.
To her.
Now, if I swink this and I hate it, can I do something different, or am I stuck with it?
100%. You can do what you want, as long as you follow the parameters. We're good.
Because I've never. Oh, this isn't even open.
Should be juicy. Yeah. No, we do have the craft roulette police, but he is very corrupt. And
I'll pay him off.
he likes cookies, beer, cookies. We're all good. Nothing too prideful around here.
This is the one I'm worried about.
These are pretty together.
I don't know if I like it. I'm just not going to overthink it. How about that?
That's a good plan. You know, it is. It's a really good plan. Just relax and let it happen. If you don't like it, there's always another side, and there's always tomorrow. But look at there, you're already off to a really good start. That's a cool look.
I'm going for a super manly card, because I think one of the things I struggle the most with is manly cards. Mm-hmm. So why not go on a show and make the hardest thing I could think of making? That seems like to make sense.
It makes really good sense. Well, I'm making something that I shouldn't probably be making either. So we're both a little bit on the edge.
Well, crap. Now I don't know what color this... Oh, it must be the soft suede. That's what I want. We're going to see how this looks. I don't know. I'm holding my breath. Everyone else,
I think it's going to be pretty. Too. Hold your tongue just on the right side. It'll be fine. Let's see. Drum roll, please. It actually looks very lovely.
It's so not my style. Like, my people that are watching this are probably like, stick to what you know, Wendy.
No.
Stick to what you know.
The wheel is good for finding new things that you've never tried before.
Well,
it
God
knows.
Bless the wheel.
I know. It stretches us. I don't know if I like this. particularly, but looks a
I
little
can't
weird.
see yours because I got to pull up my laptop.
Well, there's not much to
yours.
see yet. Not much to see. But we'll figure it out. It'll work out. It's never a room when you're painting a room is never pretty when you're right in the middle of it. It looks terrible.
I know. Kelly Latavola, or Taylor now. She's a YouTuber. She's probably my all-time favorite online card maker.
Who?
Because her style.
I've never heard.
Kelly Taylor. Kelly Latavola was her name. Now it's Taylor.
I don't think I've ever
But
seen
anyway,
her.
she always says, "Don't start over. Just keep going and see what happens."
Not a bad. I rarely start over. Sometimes I don't finish.
I'm not digging this.
What do you think, Peanut Gallery? Should she keep going?
I don't like the white on the top and the bottom. So
Cut it off.
if I cut it down,
Yeah.
Now we're cooking with peanut oil.
Here
we go.
That's the very one. Okay, Ann Olson, I think she's one of your friends, says, nope, she loves you pushing the envelope.
Oh, Lord. Thanks for being my cheering section, Ann.
That is nice. It is.
Let's see.
Keep going.
Huh?
They're saying keep going.
Okay, now I'm looking at the chat. Here we go.
They'll give you advice, too.
All right.
Crafty Al says it looks awesome.
Look how much better this looks, though.
Yeah.
Once you cut off all that white.
Yep.
Yep. That was the problem.
You had it figured out.
I just have to.
There you go.
Okay. I'm satisfied.
Ah, see? Ooh, I love it.
All right.
3 colors, huh? So if I do green, blue, red, and yellow? Red. And probably do yellow, I suppose. I suppose. What do I have for foods? Okay. Oh my gosh, that's coming together so fast.
I don't know. Where's Pear Pizzazz? There it is.
Meanwhile, Mary's filling in squares. So do you think you'll send something to Garth and Trisha and tell them we talked about him?
No.
Did you sing what was the song that made you such a Garth fan?
The Dance.
Oh, yep, I figured.
It's still my favorite song probably of all time.
Yeah.
Because it just rings so true, right? Like,
right.
We could all live a safe, perfect life, but then we miss the fun.
That's right. It's kind of the theme song for Craft Roulette.
Yeah.
You can have your safe little craft room and nobody sees it. But then you go live on Craft Roulette. And all of a sudden, the new ball game. See, Garth would be so proud of you. In here.
Standing Outside the Fire. I love that song too.
It's a good one too.
But my ultimate celebrity crush. Because see, Garth is not a celebrity crush. Garth is more like...
That's a reasonable crush.
He's like the big brother you wish you had.
Okay.
Right? My ultimate celebrity crush is none other. I wonder if any of my people have guessed it already and said it.
Somebody
that
said
are
The
visiting
Rock.
us. Yep, that's it.
Is it really?
The Rock.
Oh,
Yep.
my stars.
Want to see
And
a
what
card
do
I
you
made
like
with him
about
on
The
it?
Rock? Huh?
What don't I like about The Rock?
Oh, I asked the wrong question. Oh, oh my
Look at,
gosh, there he is. Hey, girl. Stay up. What's it
let's
say?
stay up late and craft.
Oh,
I
well,
made that
Ellen,
for...
can you find The Rock's address too, girl? If Wendy doesn't send it, I'll send it on her behalf.
So I did an entire presentation for... Okay, it's Wendy story time. Here we go.
Here we go. I like it. I can sit back and relax.
So, yeah. So, ooh, I'm not going to do that yet. I can't think and look for my crap at the same time. This is the problem.
We've got
I need
all
a
night.
piece of ribbon. I'm going to try this piece. We'll see what happens. But I forget what I was telling you. Oh, yeah, about The Rock. What was I saying? I was going to tell you a story.
I don't know. It was something about The Rock is about as far as we got, I think.
Oh God, I don't remember now. Thoughts come and go in my head just as quick as they can.
It's heck when
It'll come
you
back
have
to me.
A tornado brain.
Presentation.
Presentation on The
Oh,
Rock. Thank you,
thank
Mr.
you.
Producer.
Thank God for a producer.
I know.
So Stampin' Up called me and said, we would like to know if you will do a presentation for us at our next event.
Hmm?
Now, I'm going to share a tip here with all your crafters, Mary, because this is a tip that Miss Jennifer McGuire shared, and it's the best tip since rice pudding. So here we go. You take, when you're doing a Z-fold card, and you need to know where to ink, because glue. You don't want to glue this side down to this part. So I just do this.
Yep.
And then when you flip it over, you got this little line here, and you know not to go past it. All right, that's all the teaching I'll do.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's worth the price of admission.
Oh, I should have left that on. Duh. Okay.
But you always have to remember which side it is, and then don't glue the wrong side at the. You're still not out of the woods for some of us.
Right.
You'll have to remember.
Okay. So Stampin' Up calls me and asks me to do a presentation for them at their next event. And I say, sure, I would love to. I'm elated. And prior to that, I had only done business demonstrations, two different business presentations for them. And I assumed that they were going to ask me to do a business presentation again. And I'm going to tell you the truth. My feelings were starting to get hurt. And I thought, God, they must just think I'm such a horrible stamper. They don't want to ask me to do... Oh, crap. Are you guys still there?
Yep.
Oh, good. I had
Can't
my
get rid of us that easily.
Low battery thing went on.
Oh no.
I'm good. I think I'll last. But anyways,
talk fast.
So they asked me to do this presentation, and they said it would be I thought it would be business, and they said, we want you to stamp for us. And I was so excited. I just was thrilled. And so anyway, I did the presentation, and then at the very end, for my wow cards, I had two different rock cards like this one. I had made two different ones, and it brought down the house. Everybody thought it was so fun. So anyway,
well done.
My video is out there on my YouTube channel of the presentation. So if anyone needs a
I will
good
have to
laugh,
look it up.
There's a
I
few
will
good
have
laugh
to look it.
opportunities.
Now, has The Rock ever contacted you?
Oh, please, girl, no.
You just never know. He may need your advice. He's a business guy, but I don't know. If he knows business, he may need some advice, or he may need a card for somebody, or he may craft. You just never know if these people are secret crafters. They might
He's
be.
probably the only person, truly, the only person, if I met in person, I probably would not be able to speak. Like, I just am enamored by him.
Aw.
Look at this. I'm so enamored that these are the kinds of gifts I get for my birthday.
Well, that's very thoughtful of somebody to give you that.
God, it's a humiliating.
You know, I should take this thing. I gotta make this smaller.
Okay, thank you.
Gotta make it smaller so that this fits better. Good thing it wasn't wet glue. It would have been stuck for good. So I don't want it. I'm gonna have to put white behind it. That's all right. We can do that. We can do that.
Joanna Gaines Crafts Scrapbooks. I love Joanna Gaines.
My daughter's IG account is Joanna Making Gains. Because her name is Joanna.
Oh, how funny.
And so if you look up Joanna Gaines, you get my daughter too. Joanna Making Gains. Yeah, she was a big Joanna Making Gains fan for a while. I don't think they're quite as tight as they were for a while, but they were big fans. Kitty cat. She does seem like a nice person. Yeah, she's definitely crafts.
Joanna?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yep, now we're getting somewhere. May only use.
I gotta look at your card.
These guys. Well, there's not much to see yet. Definitely in progress.
Your little bugs are cute.
They're kind of darling. I hate bugs, but guys are kind of cute.
I don't mind a bug, but I hate a spider.
I was in the bathroom today, and I was just thinking, when we lived at the lake, there were so many spiders all the time. Spiders. And it was just a problem. I was actually one of the reasons I said, let's go back to the city. I'm so tired of spiders.
Oh, yeah. Yuck.
They were just, I was done.
They scare me.
You know what? Well, they're awful looking. They're just, I'm going to do my little trick on this one.
My mom got bit by a brown recluse.
Oh, biggest fear of my life.
It was bad too. We will not go into details.
No, those are some nasty bites. They can get super serious.
It took her months. Yeah, it was very serious, and it took her months and months to be okay again.
Ugh.
Not fun.
No. Glad she's better.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay, so we have this. So does she live near you? Are you able to hang out with her, kind of thing? Nice. Nice.
Yeah, she lives just a couple towns over from us, but we see her all the time.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good thing. So what's another good Wendy story? I heard about these things. Gosh. I want to hear some more. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh, I'm never. Don't you worry about that. Let's see. Let me think. I don't know. What do you want to know
Tell
about? I'm
tell
pretty
us
much
about
an
your
open book.
doggies. How about those
Oh,
doggies?
well, I could talk 100 years about my dogs.
You post a lot about them.
I sure do. So I've been a dog lover since I was a child. My first dog that technically was not my dog. It was actually my grandpa's dog. His name was Rusty, and he was a big golden retriever. And he was the best dog on the planet. Why can't I get this to stamp nice? But he probably is the dog responsible for starting my love affair with dogs in general. I've never had a bad experience with a dog. I've really never even encountered a dog that I can't sway my way. I don't know. They're just my thing. Outside of crafting, they're like, as far as hobbies or loves, that's where they rank for me, you know? Like, I'm just crazy about them.
Yeah.
And so Truvy is the one that you see on Instagram all the time, and then on Facebook. Because she is the most ridiculous dog on the planet by far.
I wouldn't argue that. From what I have seen.
I swear to she's like a human.
Oops, I want that
I really think that there's like, if I believed in reincarnation, I would be thinking, yeah, you were somebody somewhere along the way. I don't know. But we always say in our house, if she could talk, God knows what she would say and do. She's a real hoot.
Aww. And you've had her since she was a baby?
Yeah, I picked her out, and I had begged and begged and begged my husband for a Vizsla. And I've never owned a dog that I had to pay for. All the dogs I ever owned were pound puppies.
Yep.
And I'm a pretty big believer in the adopt thing. However, I had a friend who had a Vizsla, and I had never encountered or been around a dog like that before. That was that cool. I fell in love with it. Aww. And so then it became a thing where I just desperately wanted a Vizsla. And so I ended up buying one, found one and bought one, flew to San Diego to pick her up and brought her home on the airplane.
Oh my heavens.
Oh yeah. And
that's pretty
we've had
dedicated.
Her since she was, we've had her since she was 8.5 weeks old. Aww. Full disclosure, I made a girls' trip out of it also. So we kind of
smart move.
Made it like, so it wasn't just for the dog, even though it really was just for the dog. But
Aww, that's
so
good.
We went and got her. I think I'm done.
Well, you can sit back and relax. That's nice.
I know. I'm just gonna shoot the bull and watch you make your card now.
Well, I have some questions from our patrons. And Patty Beck, for instance, inquiring Patty Beck, has a question, and it is, what is your favorite crafty thing to do? Such as, do you have other creative outlets other than paper crafts?
I would say, so if we're talking about other outlets, I garden and I do flowers, but I don't, and I bake.
Okay, that's crafty.
But I don't do any, I don't knit, crochet, embroider, cross stitch. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Frankly, because I just don't have the room. But if I did do anything else, it'd probably be learning to sew.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But besides paper crafting, it's pretty much all outdoor stuff because I really enjoy being outdoors.
Well, yeah, you live in a place where there is a pretty outdoors too, so a lot of the year, I think. So, we have We have mixed. It's mixed. But we only have a couple weeks in the summer and a couple weeks in the winter that are the pits. But other than that,
Uh-huh.
it's livable. But yeah, how about the peanut gallery? What kind of groovy things do you guys do? I know there's some quilters out there,
Yeah.
and
Let's see.
that is definitely a craft over my head. Oh my goodness.
Somebody asked me if I sent The Rock a wedding card.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I did not.
Did he recently get wed?
He did.
Oh no. Were you crushed?
Last year. Huh?
How did you cope?
Oh, fine.
Okay.
I mean, I know that I'm his backup plan and he's mine, so we're good with it.
His secret backup plan that he doesn't
Yep.
know about yet.
That's right.
Yeah,
right.
you're just waiting.
Yeah. He really has kind of morphed for me. I used to just be all about how the attraction part, ooh, he's so handsome type thing. But then it's morphed for me into really a lot of respect for what he's built because
Yeah.
he was poor and he has a very interesting story. He has a TV show on right now called Young Rock, and it's worth watching if you haven't watched it. It's on NBC, I think. Yeah.
Young Rock.
And yeah. So anyway.
Well,
but yeah, he's amazing, I think.
Well, oftentimes there will be a pretty good story behind these people that you just never know. And it's good to remember that not everybody started big. They started somewhere to get their million.
The name of his company is $7 Production because he had $7 in his pocket in 1995 and he said, I'm never going to live like this again. Like, I'm going to find a way to make money and not have to be poor. And he did.
For him.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Somebody asked what markers you're using. I think she's using Copics.
I was using Copics and Tri-Blends from Spectrum Noir. Personally, I love the Copes. They're like the Rolls Royce. The Tri-Blend has a firmer tip, so for small things, I like them. So that's...
this is a good topic because Stampin' Up! Sells Stampin' Blends.
Correct.
I don't know if you've seen these or heard of these.
I have.
But they're very basic, dark and light. And people ask me all the time to compare these to Copics. And I'm like, it's apples and oranges. There is no comparison.
Right.
These are the markers you buy if you're just starting out and you're curious if you're going to like it. Copics are what you buy when you like alcohol, ink blending, and you're willing to invest time into learning how to use them.
And there's a learning curve.
Especially with Copics because they have the whole numbering system thing. And
right. And we have some past Craft Roulette episodes. One with Karen Boyce and one with Sandy Boone, where they both did incredible Copic coloring. It would be worth, if you want to see masters, I'm telling you, they were good. They were remarkable to watch. It was anyway, that's just for Craft Roulette. Again, if you're just crafting and not watching Bridgerton. So, just another option for you. Or Young Rock. That's correct. Okay. All right. I think I might have to add some more stuff out here, but okay.
I feel like I did my card too simple, Mary. You're really
there's nothing. This has just been my card of the week. That's all. This has been my card of the week, but oh my gosh, do we love it? I love it. See, you open it up and this darling little thing happens, including some trash that got stuck in the inside. So you close it, and he says, always here for you, because that's what an ant is. He's always there. And then you open it up, and there are the rest of them. They're all coming to the party. So that's, yep, there you go. We did it. Oh. Ta-da!
Oh my God, that's...
Here you go. So it's just got a little pop-up. He's a floppy pop. He's a flopping pop. Anyway. It's just been my card of the week. So I just wanted to make it. Yay! What other question? We've got some more questions. We can't be done yet.
Okay, we don't have to be done. I'm good.
We also have a question from a patron, Sherry Pemberton. And she says, oh, this is a big question, you guys. This is, there's so much on the market for card making today. How do you decide which companies to buy from?
Okay. I have
That's
a great answer to this question.
There are a lot of companies. And for one, you got to go with somebody I
Yes, always. So I feel like we could address a couple of things with this question.
Okay.
First is if you're purchasing from places that are super, super, super cheap, knockoff places, stop doing that.
Correct. Correct answer.
They are thieves. They are literally stealing intellectual property and content from other companies and mass producing cheap products. So I would say it looks like a really great deal, but
it's a steal.
It's probably you're contributing to something that's not good. And then secondly, I mean, this kind of gives me the opportunity to address one of the questions I get on my YouTube channel often, which is why do you only use Stampin' Up! Product, or you only use, this is my favorite, you only use Stampin' Up! Product because you sell it. And that's actually not true. But the truth, I mean, yes, I sell it. But for me, and Mary and I talked about this before, one of the reasons I only use Stampin' Up! Product is because it gives me a lot of stress and anxiety to feel the pressure of needing to buy all the things.
Yep.
So for me, I just stick in the Stampin' Up! Bubble because the cardstock, the ink, the ribbon, the markers, the embellishments, everything matches and coordinates.
Right.
So that for me is a huge deal because when I started, I really didn't understand how to put color together.
Yes,
color was scary for me.
It's scary for a lot of people.
Yeah. And so putting colors together felt overwhelming. And then the beauty of Stampin' Up! Is like their designer series paper, it might have like 5 or 6 colors in it, and that's their patterned papers. But then they tell you all the cardstocks that coordinate with that paper. So it took away some of that frustration or stress for me of feeling overwhelmed by all the stuff that's on the market. So that's my answer. I would say, even if it's not Stampin' Up, pick something that has some coordination, and then you don't have to be so. I mean, I know there's those of you out here, and maybe you too, Mary, and people watching the show who have all the different inks from all the different companies. That literally gives me heartburn just thinking about that.
I understand. I understand.
Can't imagine.
Yeah.
Having all that.
I know.
So anyway,
I get you.
Yeah.
I think to me it would just be more work to have to have to make more decisions. And I understand what you're talking about completely.
Yeah.
And
And don't
I
get me
also
wrong, I
understand that
see-
I got to change this card base. My swinking is sucky. It's just,
You don't like it?
I really don't like it. So, we're going to take this little guy off. We're going to, and I've got green in here. Now I just have to figure out how to swink a little bit. Who made those parameters? Who is the crackpot? Dang. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add a little bit of blue swink on the side here. And I will have witnesses that I did it. I want the next card base to be white based. There we go. There's my swinking. I did it. I have hit the parameter. If you do send in a card and you have a parameter that's kind of iffy or a little bit hidden, understated, creatively interpreted to like only you could understand it, just send a little note in with it, because there's a place where you can talk to us and just explain it so that we know what we're looking at, because we love to see it. We just need a little explanation sometimes. Okay, this is not going to be, see my little swinking? It actually adds a little bit of dimension. I like it very much. I am a happier person, and it's not hard to cut a card base.
I like it. You did good.
I can't finish it later. All I'm going to do is put a white base on it. So, and I will, that's right. And I will be putting pictures of this in the Facebook Craft Roulette Challenge Facebook group, which we invite you all to join.
Somebody's asking about Team Orange or Team Purple.
Well, there is a little bit of something about Team Orange and Team Purple. Last fall, we had Orange come up on the wheel several times, pretty often. And people were grumbling. And so there were some of us that really like Orange. And so we started defending Orange by calling ourselves the Team Orange people that liked Orange. And it turned out that some of the people that didn't like Orange really liked Purple. And so we started calling them Team Purple. Well, you know, crafters love everything color-wise. So then there's Team Yellow. We got a question today about Team Cyan. We have Team Rainbow, Team Everything, Team Spring. So today and I don't know which team to consider you. And so it's not that it has to be your favorite color. It's just out of orange and purple, which do you prefer?
I think everybody should guess.
They guessed today, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
this
that's
is
right. In the Facebook group. I saw it.
Yes, they were voting with passion. So go ahead and reveal to us, please, and then I will reveal what they voted.
Which one do you think that I am?
I think you're an orange.
You're right. I'm orange.
Yeah, she's Team Orange. Yeah, you're in my little hands.
I've never actually been a huge fan of purple.
Well, there are some purples that just make me happy, but most of the time, if there was one or the other, I tend to go. I've never had a purple pillow.
Orange certainly isn't my favorite color, but it's I favor it over purple for sure.
Well, the story or the voting went, it was 9 votes for purple to 2 votes of orange. They thought you were a purple girl. Do you think they were just projecting? Or do you think they really think you were purple?
I think they must be both. Because I don't know. I don't know why I don't really like purple, but I just never really have.
Well,
Um,
see, that's exactly how
it's
it
just
is. It's
not,
like people just,
I don't,
but it's been fun because sometimes I'll get a submission and they'll go, and I'll say, hey, there's quite a bit of orange on there, and they go, I'm starting to like orange.
uh,
Okay, Mr. Producer's asking you to raise your card up for us so we can see it pretty well. Give us a tour of what that Z fold is all about.
yep. So it's
You
just
did
a
really
very
well.
basic Z fold.
Mm-hmm.
And I put this on the inside to write the message, and it just lines up with this guy. And I had thought about stamping some of these other images and fussy cutting them out, but I felt like it would just gob it up.
Yep. No, I
I
think it's
still I
lovely.
still I still think I might do this like in here, but full disclosure, I want to color this silver looking, and I wasn't sure if I should use another color or not. So I just
Oh,
left it off for
metallics
now.
are just fine. Metallics are
Oh,
just fine. You're
well,
completely
anyway.
safe. I think I'm going to use this for I'm
And
going
then
to
I
cut
had
this
to
thing
add a
out
little
real
bit of
fast.
ribbon, even though it's
That looks
fraying
good
and
on it.
coming apart.
But that looks good on it. It looks outdoorsy, campy. I think you did
Yeah,
a
I
great.
thought
I think
so.
you did really well. It's a little bit nerve-wracking. Like I messed up. I don't like what I did at first, but it's
Well,
okay.
I
Everything's
would
fixable.
not I this would not be my normal go-to style.
And we hear that a
So I
lot,
went,
Wendy, that
oh,
people
really? With,
end up going, "Oh, I've had a stamp set that I've had for years, never used. I've had this whatever for years, never used it, and paper, and because of the parameters, it comes to mind, and they pull it out, and it works, and it's
yeah, this is
exciting."
the first time I've used this set, and I've had it for like 2 years. So
Well,
there's
case
that.
in point, as they say. Perfect
Yeah.
example. Perfect example.
You guys are
Okay, let's
super
see.
sweet. Oh my gosh. Somebody's anything I want to show off?
Yep, I've just got a few.
Um,
Mr. Producer's asking her if she wants to show off something.
yeah, I have a couple cards.
And you could tell us about your paper share while I'm finishing my mistake.
Okay. This is one of my favorites that I recently made.
That's really
It's
pretty.
a window.
That's very pretty.
Um,
Yeah, you could have just done that and
so
not done a thing.
I know, just be like, I'm done.
While I was off camera.
Um, yeah, so my paper party is coming up. Actually, Monday is the last day to sign up. And I do this thing called a paper party, and I do it 3 times a year, and it is around a new Stampin' Up! Catalog being released. And basically, you get a quarter of a pack of all the new paper in the catalog, the new designer series pattern papers. So, in addition to that, you get card kits to go with it. They ship. I cut it all, pack it all, and then it ships from my home. And I provide PDFs, videos. There's an exclusive Facebook group. It's really really fun. And
Sounds good.
yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a few years now, and people really love
Look
it.
forward to it.
So
Yeah.
if you wanna, yeah, if you wanna sign up and check it out, I'd love to have you. It's $77 for the basic paper party. And then if you want to get this 3 stamp sets that I'm using plus a punch that go with it, and those will be the only ones I use for the party, it's $150. So it's a really good value, and it's a great way to get your hands on a lot of paper
Yeah.
without purchasing an entire pack of paper.
Right.
So
Right.
you're saving a little bit of money, because to buy all the new papers in the new catalog that's releasing, it would be around $240.
Oh,
So this gives you a little sampler pack of every one of them, plus a card kit. And like I said, we do a Facebook Live and videos, and it's really, really
yeah.
fun.
So it's a party.
So it's a party. It is
It's a
a
party.
paper party. Yeah, it's
That
exactly what it sounds like.
Sounds like it would be fun. And I can imagine, I
it
can
is.
see why your people like it. You take care of them.
Yeah.
There is a good answer for how do you know who to use for paper crafts. If you are going to use somebody from a direct sales business, make sure they'll take care of you. That's one of the benefits of using a direct sales business is personal service. If you get a dud, don't go back. They should be taking care of you.
Yeah.
That's part of their MO. So that's just me personally, but just say later.
I always look at
I gotta do something else on this now that I see it. But
somebody
there it
asked
is.
how tall.
So there we go. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Little ants are coming. Little ants are coming.
Cute.
Amy Ellen says, Wendy, how tall is your desk? I'm checking out your IG right now, and I need a new standing desk.
It is a kitchen island from Wayfair, and it stands 36 inches tall. So it's like the same as a counter height.
Okay.
Like the typical height of a countertop, that's how tall it is.
So do you stand at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't sit and craft.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I don't know why.
Right.
I think people are either standers or sitters.
I'm a little bit. I have a stool, so I kind of both. Stand sit. I stand up a while and then I sit, but I'm tall.
This could be a new argument you start. Team stand, team sit.
No kidding, it really could. My goodness. Kim Galvin, we have 2 great questions from you. I think we're going to have to wait till next week, though, to get those in. But we will for sure ask those because they're really good questions. All right. Anyway, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I'm good if you want to ask.
Okay.
But if you have to wrap it up, that's okay too.
No, we're good. We can get a couple more questions in then. Kim Galvin asks, what is the one product or tool you cannot live without?
That is an impossible question. Nobody can answer that.
You think? I don't. One tool. You're on an island. Well, how about the top 3?
My die cutting machine.
Okay.
My stamp and scrub to clean my stamps. Now this is assuming I have everything else.
Well, yes, I guess so. You have all your inks, all your stamps, but you don't.
Yeah,
you can only, because you took all your inks and all your stamps. You only have room for three
more things. My stamp apparatus, my die cut machine, and my stamp and scrub.
Those sound good, like good choices.
What about you?
Me? Oh, my ATG gun. Gotta have it. My wheel, because I would have to have a show. And then, ATG gun, wheel. Scissors, a good pair of scissors. I think I could do all the rest. It wouldn't be as easy, but I think I could do all the rest. I could cut crooked things. But maybe
I need scissors.
Yeah.
This is a stressful question, and I don't like it.
Okay. Don't stress about it. You did fine. You've already given your answer. There's no mulligans. You can't go back. It's okay. Kim,
Okay, great.
Kim Galvin also asked, what is your favorite thing to recommend when others ask you about organizing tools? Oh, I know what you're going to say. Tools, paper, or general craft room.
Stamp and storage.
Yep. Wendy has an affiliate link with Stamp and Storage. We will put her link in the description below. If you are interested in getting something from Stamp and Storage, she can just use that. I don't think they charge you more, but she gets a little thank you. So we will put that down in the description below. So if you want to know more, I've looked at it. It looks fabulous. And if you saw her behind her today, oh my goodness, didn't that look nice? And that's all Stamp and Storage. Okay, Mr. Producer says we're gonna do the giveaway, and then we can talk afterwards. So, here we go. Okay. Ready for a giveaway, you guys? Ta-da! There's the circle. There's the circle. The giveaway is what we do every week because we are so happy you send in cards. You have to have sent in a card that meet the parameters the week before. And we have a lot to give away this time, including a very generous $20 gift certificate from Wendy Cranford for her store, her Stampin' Up! Store. So let's give that one away first, shall we? Anybody want something from Stampin' Up! From Wendy? Yeah. I mean, they're just coming out with a new catalog. I mean, honestly, you want that. Here we go. We're going to count them down. 3, 2, 1, spin. All the best to you. You guys did great on sending in your cards. They were fab. And remember, join us on Tuesday when Wendy comes back for a contributor showcase about the cards that we will be receiving this weekend. Is it over? It is Lisa Stanley. It's just, boy, Rachel Castle, you just missed by a hair. But Lisa's, are you kidding? That is so nice. Could you hear her? She just said she's going to give both of you a $20 gift certificate. Rachel, you won. That's so exciting. I love that. That's wonderful, Wendy. I will send you their information. Just DM me, guys, and I will send it to her. And then you get to go shopping. And we also have some dies from Kimberly Breslin, who is donating a Thanks and Friend die, and I think there might both be Simon Says dies. So we're going to do Thanks and Friends first. 3, 2, 1, spin. It goes so fast at first, and then when it slows down, it's so scary. Brian! It is at random. It is mathematically random. So even though it ended up right near the same place, it looks bad, but it's not. Brian, just DM me your address and we will get that to Kimberly and she will send you your dies. We also have one more giveaway from spin sponsor Kimberly Breslin, a leaf cover plate die that's really pretty for a slim line, and glimmering flower dies. Then we're probably good for the night, but 3, 2, 1, spin. Yeah, I'm thinking some dots. Yeah, and footprints, that's a good idea. All the best to you guys. Then thank you for your cards. Oh, delight to look at them. Hey, I don't know that you have ever won anything from us, so I am excited for you. Just DM me your address on Facebook and I will get that for you. We'll get it all taken care of. Congratulations, everybody that won, and thank you so much, Wendy, for your generosity again. We do have some team sits and team stands coming on. We have some more great guests coming up. We have Allison Cope next week. I'm looking forward to meeting her. Helen Schlett, Crafty Mama Diaries, coming up on the 7th of May. Biddy Penny, who is in the group tonight, will be joining us on the 14th. We're excited to meet her. Three new people in May. Good, or no, I guess, well, whatever. And Ashley Young, who is a PhD in biology and also has an excellent IG and YouTube channel. We'll be seeing her at the end of May. The very last weekend in May, I don't have it prepped, are the Lockdown Queens of Toronto. I'll be right back. You want to play along so that you might win some great prizes. You saw all the things that I have to give away. Next week, please send in a unique project using the same 4 parameters as Wendy and I did tonight. That's fancy fold card, green plus 3 more colors, neutrals are free. Outdoors theme and swinking. You have 48 hours. We close the form at midnight on Sunday Central Time. And then we will show them on the blog Monday. We will show them on the contributor showcase on Tuesday. And we will show them quickly on Friday once again to celebrate your wonderful masterpieces. It's fun. Try it. We want to give a great big shout out thank you to our patrons. Big funder Rachel Castle, who won that $20. Coming right back to you, girl. Fun supporters Card Monkey Jarvis, Vicky Ruda, Kim Galvin, Brenda Gentry, Judy G, Sherry Bradley, Sherry Pemberton, fun friends Patty Beck, and Susan Smurf Murphy. We thank you so much for believing in us and supporting our 3 shows. That would be Fun University, Cut the Crap and Create, and Craft Roulette. It's fun. We are a community-sponsored organization. We are not affiliated with any company. We're independent. So anything that you're kind enough to share, we appreciate deeply. So, all right, let's bring that girl back. There she is. See, there's that stamp and storage thing. Ooh, it looks good. Yes, Fana White will be showing it to us now. It does look really sharp. And for somebody who likes organization, that looks like a dream.
Yeah, it's pretty much like what my dreams are made of. Yeah. Like
when you can't sleep at night, you just have visions of your stamp and storage, right? And pretty soon you're drifting off into a beautiful slumber full of crafts and swings. Yeah. Desert islands where you have all the tools, The Rock, and Garth Brooks singing in the cave down the street.
Yes.
It sounds like a beautiful dream to me, too. That's great. You guys, hope you had a fun night. I hope you have some crafting going on. You've been inspired, a little spurred there to do something great. What do you think about creativity, Miss Wendy? Do you think everybody's got it? You think nobody's got it? You think it's a fluke?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Everybody has some creativity in them. It's just about drawing it out.
Yep, I think so too. It's just it's a wonderful thing to experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always said when I was teaching live classes, the thing that I loved was when they got done with a project, they went like this and you could see it in their eyes, I made it. Yeah. And it was just, it's magical. So, I think it's neat. And you get to do that for lots of people.
That's very cool. The goal.
That's very cool.
My little way of spreading some joy in the world.
I hear you. I like it. Not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, it's really not.
Congratulations for pursuing it.
Thank you. I appreciate
many years of good success for your future. You're going to see more of Wendy around the wheel, I got a hunch. She's not going far. So, anyway.
This was super fun. I loved it.
Good. You did it. You did well.
I did. Thanks.
Made a card that was unusual for you, and that's pretty fun. Your creativity was stretched.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So this is the time of night we give our dogs a kiss. Because we have done something creative, and our brains are beautiful, and we need to reward ourselves. And one for you guys. Stay safe. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Good night.